Well. Welcome, everyone. This is Hamilton Rodrigues with the Outsiders podcast. I'm doing an impromptu podcast today, just out of shits and giggles. um, I just felt an urge just to do a quick show, and quite frankly, I'm inspired today. I was thinking about a lot of things. And in the back of my mind, I said, I got to share this with the public. I got to share this with the social media world. And generally speaking, outputs and outcomes. Outputs and outcomes. What are outputs and outcomes? Um, Life has its changes. Life has its ups and downs. And life has its way of throwing things at you the way it wants to throw it at you, the way it wants to go. Um, and I've come to the conclusion that you have no control over what life throws at you. Yes, you can do things in life to offset the discontrol, do the right things, do what you're supposed to do what you have to do to survive, and do good deeds, good karma, and so on and so forth. But what are you going to do when life hits you in the face? What are you going to do when life smacks you in the face? Um, that's the determination of what life's all about. It's how you react to life's circumstances, life's reactions. And, the direction that life takes people is you just really cannot understand whatsoever. But what I've learned out of all this life situations is friends come and friends go, but the true ones stay. So we're not going to get into this friendship conversation. Friends this, friends that, and so on and so forth. My friends are still my friends no matter what. And the ones that are not around, they were never my friends in the first place. I call them seasonal friends, seasonal associates, people that are just around for self-interest or didn't get what they were looking for, so now they're not your friends anymore, or other reasons or whatever. But my friends are always going to be my friends. And I embrace my friends, and I'm happy and excited about my friends. I applaud my friends, everything they do. I don't have to mention their names. They know who they are. Um, and you learn in life that not everyone's clapping for you. Not everyone's clapping for you. And quite frankly, it doesn't matter whether you clap or not. But what's important is you clap for everyone that does well. Always clap for someone that does well. Never live a life of jealousy or envy of another person's success. Because that person's success will generate energy, positive energy towards you. Get inspired of other people's success. Whenever I see other people get successful or become successful, I should say, I get inspired. I get excited. I want to learn from that person, so I can not so much do the same thing that person is doing, but maybe I can learn from that person to become a better person than I am today or a better person than I was yesterday. That's why I clap for people that become successful, or people that have achieved milestones in their lives, and so on and so forth. It's important to clap for others. It's important to embrace others because we all learn from each other. So never not clap for other people's success. Always be excited for other people's success. Inspired. Inspiration is the key. Inspiration and motivation. Yes, life throws you down, but because life throws you down and you're down and out, doesn't mean that the other person that's successful has to be down and out with you. You can't have the crabs in the bucket mentality, people. You got to be happy for other people, and that's how you become happy. That's how you become a more dominant person in life and more successful. But what's important? Believe in yourself, even when others are not believing in you. Don't be afraid to make mistakes in life. Don't let others tell you you're not capable of and what you're capable of. Basically, You're gonna have naysayers in life regardless. So don't let that stop you from your goals. Don't let that stop you from achieving what you need to achieve in life moving forward. Um, don't worry about what others are doing with their lives. We have this notion, oh, this person is ahead of me. Who cares? Go at life at your own pace. Move at your own pace. But when you make these moves, make sure they're power moves that are going to allow you to progress. But don't worry about what the other person's doing, because Johnny and Mary just bought a mansion and you're still living in a regular single family house doesn't mean that you have to worry. There's no sense of urgency. That's still success. Focus on you, not what John and Mary is doing or not what John and Mary bought, unless you're going to applaud them, okay, and learn how they got that mansion. Otherwise, who cares what this other person's doing with their lives? Um, you know, and like I said before, always clap for other people. When I see someone do something successful, I'm inspired. I want to learn. I want to become that person or like that person in a different way, not what they're doing, not to match what they're doing. I want to match their energy. That's what I want to match, their energy. Okay. Whether this guy wants to build a skyscraper, I want to do something else, but I want to have the same energy, enthusiasm. I want to learn what makes that person tick. This is what life is all about. Not feeling sorry for yourself, not feeling down. Whenever you're feeling down, it's about inches, like in a football game, getting yardage, mileage, yardage on the football field. Um, and life throws you punches, life knocks you down. And it's not about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you're able to get up. Able to get up. Okay. And when you get up, you change your environment, you change your scenery, you change your structure. You know, never change the goal. Change the direction to the goal. Okay. But never the goal. Okay. So this is what I wanted to share with you guys today. So I'm going to share two solutions for you guys. And one of the solutions is the most important one. In life, we have outputs and outcomes. Okay. Outcomes are a result of what we do. Outcomes are results of why we did it. Okay. So the difference is outputs are task oriented. Outcomes are goal oriented. So, for example, a new app is an output. So I created a new app. That's an output. Okay. But increasing user engagement to 20% or more on that app is an outcome. So that's the two difference. Output is me creating this app where I had a vision and I developed it. Now the outcome is what I do with the app afterwards and the end result, and with how has that app impacted others in society for the well-being of man and society. So to wrap this quick video up, sorry, sometimes I get inspired, and I often want to share things with the public. But that's the type of person I am. Whenever I have information, I like to share with others so others can come up in life as well. Sharing is caring. It's cliche, but that's what it is. Sharing is caring. I love interacting with people. And that's who I am. I'm a people person. And if there's anything to take away from this quick live that I just did, outcomes and outputs. Okay. So outputs are task oriented. Outcomes are goal oriented. People, when you see others shining in life, okay, the shiny car syndrome, you see someone in a nice shiny car, you say, wow, that person's driving a BMW, a Bentley, a Rolls Royce. That person's got to have it. That person got to have a successful lifestyle. But what we fail to remember is there's a thing called the iceberg theory. That shiny Rolls Royce is on the top, on the surface. The iceberg, the beautiful iceberg, is sexy. But what we don't see is underneath the water, the bigger part of the iceberg. Meaning, that person, you don't know their life story, how they got that Rolls Royce or that Bentley or that BMW. Maybe they got it the sleazy way, or maybe they worked hard for it, and maybe they grinded for it. You know, so we have to stop this shiny car syndrome. Everyone goes through their navigations in life. Everyone. When you sit here and tell me that this person does not have problems, this person's squeaky clean, this person's perfect, you're lying to me. There's not one person in this world that doesn't go through challenges in their lives. There's not one person in this world that will tell me they never fought for anything in one shape or form. There's not one person that could tell me that they don't have sin. Okay, there's not one person that can tell me that they're free of life's sins. Okay, because if you find someone that doesn't have sin in their life, please throw a stone at this screen here. Throw a stone at me. Because I don't think there's anyone without sin in this world. So, people, let's be inspired, and let's be loving and caring, and let's do acts of kindness, good deeds throughout the day. And if we made a mistake in life, let's repent for our sins. We always have to have Jesus Christ in our life. Nothing's perfect. We always go up and down, up and down, up and down. What's important is we make up for our mistakes, and we help mankind move forward. Always strive to be better than the person you was before, better than the person you was yesterday. That's the important part. That's the key to life. Outputs and outcomes. And before I go, always clap for others' success, people. Always clap for other people. Whenever I see someone doing well, I'll clap for them. And you know what? I'm not so much going to befriend that person that was never my friend, but I'm going to learn from that person, because that person has a trait on them that they have that I may want to use. We cannot have a crab in the bucket mentality, okay? Because I've come across a lot of crabs in my life, and I've been put in buckets which I was a victim of being pulled down. And I have to teach those crabs that that's wrong. That's wrong what they're doing. So when one teaches one teaches the other, just pass it forward. Pass it forward. The other day, I helped someone build a website for their business, and I was doing it wholeheartedly. I was inspired by this person's business. The person had a very successful business, but no website for this time. So I built a website for them. After I was done, he says, "How much?" And I said, "Pass it forward." I didn't even charge him for the website. You know why? Because I want to see this person succeed. And I knew this was a tip of the iceberg for him to succeed. This is one of the key components to help him take his business to the next level. And I knew I had a skill set, and I knew how to build the website for him for his particular type of business. And I wanted him to succeed, so I didn't charge him. It's called passing it forward. I said, give it to someone else. Pass it forward. If we have this pass it forward mentality, society will be a better place to live. Always. Not every dollar is worth putting in your pocket, people. Not every dollar is worth putting in your pocket. If you're in a situation where you can help that person, yes, and also make money, but at the same time, if that person doesn't have the money to get to the next level, okay, and you can help that person, not every dollar is worth putting in your pocket. If that person's a good person, good-hearted person, me personally, I would help that person. You know how I'm going to get paid? I'm going to get paid intrinsically rewarded. I'm going to get paid by God. I'm going to get paid by referrals. Because that person is going to deep down inside say, well, he didn't charge me, but I'm going to repay him another way. He may send you a client, may send someone your way for your business, back and forth. Now you have a relationship, not a monetary transaction. Now you have a relationship with someone that you can quantify for lifelong, just for that passing forward mechanism that you practice. Passing forward is worth more than charging someone money. Charging someone money, yeah, you'll eat today, you make that money today, but tomorrow, you don't have a longevity client. Let that sink in a little. But anyhow, thanks for tuning in. This is Hamilton Rodriguez. Um, I do these lives every now and then, every so often. Stay tuned for the next episode. And you tuned in to the Hamilton Rodriguez podcast, The Outsiders. I love you guys. I love God, Jesus Christ. I love America. God bless America.